Hi there. Welcome to the InnerSelf.com audio version of Give Yourself Time, Be Kind, and Heal in Your Own Way, written and narrated by Marie T. Russell, publisher of InnerSelf.com. A lot of the success lore, at least in the USA, leans toward pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. We hear of self-made men and women. It's as if each person is a completely independent being and all their successes are due to only their own strivings, and they are beholden to no one for their attainments. Of course, we are all unique and we are in charge of our actions, at least to the extent that we haven't been brainwashed or influenced by all the programming around us. Yet, even the most independent person does not stand alone. First of all, every human has a mother and a father without whom they would not even exist. So, self-made is an erroneous term right from the beginning. Accepting the help that comes our way. Throughout our life, we've had people in our lives who have assisted us, either through positive or negative role modeling, in becoming who we are now. And then there is the unseen help that comes through a book we read, or something we heard, or saw, or even a dream that we had. We are never alone on this journey of life. There is help available at every turn, and it's our task and our honor to accept the help that comes to us in whatever form, human, animal, or nature and spirit. Love is shown to us by life itself in its many aspects, and for this blessing we can be grateful. Focus on what you really desire. Humans have a tendency to focus on what they don't desire. We say things like, "I can't find my keys." In this example, we're not asking for a solution, we're making a statement. Since there is power in words, the end result is that we continue to not find our keys. The solution is to focus on what we desire and say instead, "Where are my keys?" or "Where did I leave my keys?" Once we ask a question or focus on the desired end result, then the universe, often through our intuition, can supply the answer or the solution. Taking charge of the situation. In an ironic twist of life, as my article this week is entitled, Heal in Your Own Way, I fell and broke my wrist yesterday. So I'm discovering the challenges of typing with one hand as my left arm is in a rigid splint and my fingers can't reach the keyboard. The subject, which had been chosen for today's section of my article and for the daily inspiration, is to take charge of the situation, which led me to the discovery of a program of dictation which I'm using to write this article. It also led me to realize that the attitude with which I face this challenge is of utmost importance. I can say, "This sucks," or I can say, "I'm doing much better than I think I am." The second attitude, of course, leads to a better result, not to mention a better state of mind. My conclusion? When we refuse to be stopped or stymied by the events in our life, and when we insist on looking for alternative solutions, they are there. The first step is to refuse to be blocked by the events around you, and then take charge of the situation. Love and respect. One of our tendencies as humans is to look outside ourselves for solutions. When we don't feel well, we go to the doctor, or we take a pill, or we deal with something that's external to us to fix what's internal. If we're unhappy, we may take a drink or two, or go online for distraction, or go out with friends. Basically, we're looking for something on the outside to fix something that's on the inside. A lot of the things that we're taught also deal with the external. We're taught to dress nice and look good. We're taught to be polite and kind, to play nice. We're told to love and respect our elders. But Were we ever told to be polite and kind to ourselves, to love and respect ourselves? Anything that we do, we must first make sure that it starts within us and for us as well as for others. And while some may see that as selfish, you can't give water to others if your bucket is empty. You can't provide food to others if you're starved and dying. So first, we learn to love and respect ourselves, and then we can turn that around and love and respect others. New possibilities for your future. You're probably familiar with the expression, when one door closes, another door opens. This holds the essence of the beauty of life. There is always another way, another path, another gift. There is no such thing as a dead end. Sometimes you just have to backtrack a bit. I'm sure, like most people, some doors have closed along the scope of your life. However, if you look back upon it, you'll see that after discovering a closed door, another avenue always opened up. And a lot of times, the new pathway was something that we had no idea was there until the moment that we needed it. The trick is to stay aware, to keep our eyes and ears open, our mind and heart receptive, so that we discover, at the right time and at the right place, the new possibilities for our future. Using love to help. Keeping our heart open and receptive is such an important part of our growth and healing. Even in those cases where we feel empathy for someone, we often feel anger at the cause of the hurt that was done. Thus, even in the midst of feeling empathy, our heart might be closed. In order to create heaven on earth, our heart must remain open. Even with those who have harmed us, even with the people who aggravate us, even with the people who are hurting others, our heart must remain open. This doesn't mean to give them permission to do whatever they want. On the contrary, sometimes loving others requires tough love. It requires being willing to speak our truth, being willing to stand up and stick your neck out for what you feel is right, yet to do so without judgment or aggression. We always have choices, hatred or love, anger or seeking understanding, attacking or striving for balance. The choice that will create harmony is always the loving one, the one that comes from our heart, the one that comes from choosing to heal, not hurt. In the midst of anger, frustration, and impatience, it can be difficult to choose love, but it's not impossible. Once we set our intention to be a loving person and live a loving life, we may be challenged on our decision. As long as we're willing to continue making the loving choice, both for ourselves and for others, things will come together to support our decision. Give yourself time, be kind, and heal in your own way. Unfortunately, many of us have become victims of instant gratification. We want to succeed, and we want it now. We want to heal, and we want it now. Whatever it is we want it now. This attitude leads us to fight the natural flow of life rather than let things evolve in their proper timing. It also puts pressure on us, or rather, we put pressure on ourselves to attain whatever it is we're looking for, whether it's in the realm of relationships, career, health, financial success, or even enlightenment. So when you find yourself pushing against a wall or banging your head against the wall or struggling in some form or another, take a few minutes and ask yourself if there's another way, a gentler way, a more balanced way. Give yourself time to discover the harmonious solution. Be kind to yourself and others by practicing patience. Let life guide you to heal yourself and your life in your own way. This article was written and narrated by Marie T. Russell, publisher of InnerSelf.com. We hope that you have enjoyed this article. For over 30 years, we at Inner Self have sought to encourage new attitudes and new possibilities. For more inspiration, visit us at innerself.com. Thank you. Visit the Inner Self Market for new attitudes and new possibilities. You'll find inspiring books, wonderful music CDs, audiobooks, card decks, candles, jewelry, gifts, all kinds of wonderful things. Visit us at market.innerself.com.